Sorry, I have to have another curd.
Or good.
What's in the middle of that? Wow. Those may be the best curds I've ever had.
I'm telling you.
What does Wisconsin say about all of that?
Sorry.
Hey everyone, Brad Johansson on the road. We are in Springfield, Illinois. We're right across from the Spring Hill Suites. That just came up. This place, Engrained. Well, this brewing company has been here about 10 years and things are being developed all around Lincolnshire Boulevard. And if you have not found this place, this is why we're here, because you need to. What I have heard is the best cheese curds anywhere. No, we're not in Wisconsin. We're in Springfield, Illinois. Is it true? Let's go eat and drink. I'm gonna meet Brent, the owner. And look at this place. Farm to fork, grown look. Brent,
Brad, nice to meet you. Welcome to Engrained.
This is fantastic. Can I start at Engrained?
Yeah.
You had to have something in your brain.
Absolutely.
I'm guessing the grain has something to do with the beer.
We're a brewery first, so definitely love the word grain, but what it really is about is the principles behind the business.
Which is?
Well, there's 4.
Okay.
And the first one is sustainability. We're all about trying to reduce our environmental imprint.
Okay.
Then we've got natural. We try and make things all natural, which we're going to get into.
Farm to fork, everything grown locally.
Yep. We source local, which we'll talk about as well. And then the 4th is culture, and that's a deeper conversation that we'll get into about how we try and treat our people, our guests, and the way we operate. Oh, duty calls. Let's go.
What is that?
That's my alert that I need to go into the brewery and take care of something. So let's go. We got to change a keg.
Calls.
We're always working.
The alarm's going off. What is this? A beer change alarm?
That's right. So we're gonna change. We're filling kegs this morning. We're doing our coffee stout.
A little chilly in here.
Yep, it's cold by design. So we got.
I can smell the coffee.
You can smell the coffee. We got fresh brewed, cold brew. We actually buy the beans from a local roaster, and then I make a cold brew, and then we blend it with our oatmeal stout. And it's an amazing coffee stout. Let's go see what's cooking in the kitchen.
Let's see what's cooking in the kitchen. I found Sonny in the kitchen. How are you, my friend?
Doing good.
Little burger, you ready?
Yep,
Let's
definitely.
go, put her on.
Well,
What's special about the burger? We got a burger. They're special about the burger. Get this guy on.
definitely. Let me go ahead and get this on for you. This is basically we have nice local beef. It's from Willard Farms.
I'm a medium rare. Can you go medium rare for me?
Definitely.
Because I'm going to eat this guy right in front of you.
Nice.
This is your spot. You're going to do a few other things for us.
Correct.
I know the Reuben's kind of a big deal, right?
Yes, everything we do here is from scratch, in-house, except for our bread. But we also have a local place who does that for us. So.
That's fantastic. How about the cheese curds? I can't wait for the cheese curds down the road.
Cheese curds are a nice one. I think we have some of the best in town. They are also from Rope Farms, which is a local place as well. They do excellent curds. Love the owners, love everything about them. They're nice. They're very simple, and that's part of what makes them so great.
All right. This is kind of part of the culture of what you're doing here. Everything, oh yeah. Everything locally grown, fresh ingredients. This is kind of about quality all the way through.
Yes. We take care to try to make sure that our customers are happy. We want to make sure that everything is perfectly done. For the fact that I don't want to keep it on the grill too long because I want to melt the cheese and have it nice and gooey and perfect.
What kind of cheese you got here?
This is going to be blue cheese for our farm hands.
This is called a farm hands burger?
Correct. The farm hands burgers, yeah, nice because it really accentuates the beef. The blue cheese really kind of gives it that nice little pop. We do our own in-house ale onions, of course. Most of our ingredients are in-house and from scratch kitchen, basically. So we can't go wrong.
Farm to table.
Exactly.
Off the grill. Cheese going on. A little butter on the grill for the bun.
Correct.
This looks like a different bun. You got a pretzel bun here?
Yes, this is one of our specialty buns. We order from out, and people love pretzel buns in this area. And honestly, they taste really good. They just give it an extra zip.
Man, the smell is fantastic off the grill here.
Well, thank you. Yes. Just basically getting all of our ingredients nice and hot.
What you got here?
These are our ale onions, and they will go on top of the cheese. Usually I like to put it all under the cap to get it nice and hot and together. Grab some water.
Yeah, I'm feeling the heat.
Sometimes simple is best. The ingredients speak for themselves. So,
well, if they're fresh, they'll speak very loudly.
yes. And this is our farmhead spread. We do make it with our in-house oatmeal stout. So we reduce it down, we add it into the sauce.
This is the oatmeal stout that goes into this?
Correct.
Right.
Yeah, it adds a nice little, not too bitter, gives it, I don't know how to really describe the flavor. If you've ever had beer in food, like a mustard sauce,
yeah.
this it goes great on a lot of different things. We've done it on brats before and things like that when we do specials. Let me get the butter out of the way for you. All right. Ooh, almost forgot the sauce. So we'll go ahead and slide the burger on here for us.
Oh, I'm struggling to hold on. Oh man, sunny. You've outdone yourself. I feel like a farm hand. That's a burger to remember right there.
Thank you.
All right, before I do a little chat and chew, this is Steve the Beer Man. You can't really chat and chew in a brewery unless you got the beers.
Exactly.
Paddle? You got a paddle for
We're
me?
gonna do a flight.
All right, a little
Yes,
flight.
little flight coming in.
pairings with the food that we've got.
Correct.
All right.
Correct. We got the German lager here coming.
This is German lager that we'll
That's
have.
kind of our more of our basic beer. Very nice light beer.
Okay.
Goes well on a 115-degree day like today. Our Irish Red.
The Irish Red.
Yes. It's one of my favorites. It's a big seller
Oh,
too.
that'll be my favorite.
The Blackberry, which is actually our biggest seller.
What?
Yes, the Blackberry. It's hard to believe. And what we can do with these, Brad, is that we can mix and match. So like the Blackberry, we have a shandy available as well.
Okay.
So we mix the Blackberry with a shandy to make a shanberry. And it's very refreshing.
That's strong.
And then we make a Blackberry with the IPA. So we make a Blackberry IPA, which kind of tones down the hops a little bit for people that don't want a lot of hops in their beer.
Man,
but
you're
it gives them
working
a little bit. So
beautiful.
and then we'll do a regular IPA for you. There we go there. All right, and you'll be set and ready to go.
That, my friends, is the paddle.
Yes.
Bring it to the
Let's
table.
do it.
All right, Steve has presented us with a paddle, sitting down with Brent. I'm excited about this. So you've got pairings for everything?
Yes, we do. We do. So let's dig in, yeah?
First, cheese curds.
We're gonna start with our cheese curds.
I want to start with the cheese curds because I've heard so much about them. What makes this, as you say, the best you can find anywhere
Best you'll
around
ever
here
have. So
or ever have?
that's right. The key is the cheese. So we actually work with, so I grew up on a small dairy farm. 2 miles away from where I grew up was the Reuben family. And they're a 6th generation family farm. And they turned their dairy operation into a cheese making little artisan cheese maker. And we get, this is fresh. Like
You went back
literally.
to them.
Yep, went back to them. I'm getting, Kenny brings these down every week, and they're really fresh. And
What's the
that's
dip?
our number one secret. That's a Sriracha Ranch. And then the other secret is our batter. So we have a very light, we use our German lager, and that's what you're gonna pair with. So that first beer there is a German lager, very classic, all barley German
Holy
lager.
cow.
And so you've got it in the
Oh,
batter.
then you've got the little flakiness that don't even have cheese.
Yep. You get the batter bits. Everybody loves the batter. My boys love the batter bits.
This is, remind me again,
German lager.
that goes with the curds.
The only thing German about it is the recipe. Otherwise, it's all American. Made right here, in-house.
that's great.
All American grains. Hops are Illinois hops.
That's fantastic.
Very clean.
Sorry, I have to have another curd.
Or good.
It's in the middle of that. Wow. Those may be the best curds I've ever
I'm
had.
telling you.
What does
telling you.
Wisconsin say about all of that? Sorry.
That's right.
Holy cow. All right, then we go what next?
Now we're moving on to our Hawaiian flatbread. And why I picked the Hawaiian is because I wanted to showcase a few of the ingredients that we use in it. Number one, the crust. We get our flour that we make this crust, we make it in-house, and we get the flour from Janie's Mill up in northern Illinois, and they source all organic Illinois grown wheat, and then they mill it on site, and it is all whole kernel. So it's a little more nutritious for you. It's got a real cracker-like crust character to it. It's just an exceptional product.
Crispy.
Very crispy. And then next you have the sauce is our barbecue sauce. Again, we make that in-house from scratch. I love our barbecue sauce. It's a very classic, just delicious barbecue.
Okay.
And then you've got our pulled pork. So we're whole animal, farm to table. We actually buy a whole steer, a whole hog. It goes through a local butcher, comes into the restaurant, and then we are making and curing our meats in-house so that we smoke this pork in-house. It's always fresh. We go through a lot of pork, so a couple times a week we're smoking pork.
See, you're going to think that I'm doing this. That may be the best flatbread I've ever had.
It's delicious.
It's fantastic. Paired with
our Irish red. So
I'm an Irish red guy.
Oh man, you're gonna like. So this is a deeper, full-bodied, a little more flavorful version of an Irish red. Really complex. It pairs well with that pork and barbecue.
Wow.
It's good.
Perfect with this.
That Irish red. So when I opened the business, breweries, brew pubs especially, you got to have like a color spectrum, right? You got to have reds and golds and blacks and all kinds of fun colors. So I needed an amber beer. And so I literally just threw this together. And I thought, I'll go through one batch and I'll make something else.
You just threw this together?
Yeah, literally. I put that recipe, kind of just threw it together.
And then you go, this is
and
perfect.
people loved it.
It's
They
fantastic.
wouldn't let me take it off the menu, so it's a year-round staple. And then we had distributed as well, so you can find that in some of the local grocery stores.
Where are the local spots around here you can find it?
We're kind of Peoria, obviously Springfield, Decatur, Champaign, Bloomington is our market right now, and we're working to grow that. So.
Fantastic. All right. I got curds, I got flatbread, and now
we've got our Reuben. And the Reuben, again, a bunch of layers of ingredients. So first we have our corned beef. We cure it in-house, just like all our other meats. We're doing it from scratch in-house. And then, so that's good to start with, because again, we're every week we're going through a batch or two. We've got our house-made Thousand Island. It's a version of Thousand Island. It's not quite the traditional Thousand Island, but it's a creamier version that goes well with the Reuben. And then we've got our. It's really not. We call it sauerkraut. It's really not a sauerkraut. It's
not sour at all.
It's sweet. So it's actually cabbage that we braise in beer. And that's kind of how we do
The bread is a relationship from all the way, a guy that you just happen to sit down with in St. Louis?
That's right, yeah. So it's St. Louis Companion Bread Company. They have a similar mantra to us in terms of they all natural, so there's no preservatives in the rye. It's kind of an old school artisan type of bread company. That's how they make their product.
It's pretty.
It looks good and it tastes good. It's just a classic, really nice rye. bread to top off that.
And this
Reuben.
gets paired with?
So it really, I think, pairs better with the Irish Red.
Okay, so I'll have to
have some more of that. Yeah, have some more of that. But I really wanted to talk about that blackberry lager.
This guy?
Yes, we're going to move on to that, and you could pair it with you got the pineapple in the flatbread. So
I need to take another bite of flatbread.
Yeah, you could pair it with that, and it would work. That's the thing about beer pairings. Like everybody's like, oh, what beer do I put with this? There's 3 or 4.
Well, Steve was telling me you do this. Is it the blackberry with multiple different beers?
Yeah. The staff gets bored after work sometimes, and they sit at the bar and they start, concocting things. And I think Steve's our champion concoctor. And so we've got a Blackberry IPA, our Shanberry, which is a mix of our Shandy and our Blackberry. And so this beer it's really quite simple. It's the German lager with blackberries.
What a different taste.
Right? It's a very unique, this is our flagship in distribution. We sell a lot of blackberry lager just because it's very unique.
You say you've got people coming in, say, I don't like the fruity, I'm not having fruity, and this is the only one they drink.
They try it and they love it.
Wow.
And then the last beer,
this guy,
that's our IPA, and it's called Local Hop because it's 100% Illinois grown hops. About an hour from the brewery is the Hallowed Hop Farms, and he's doing all of the hops. So that's
hoppy.
That's
hoppy.
It's classic Cascade hops. It gives more of a grapefruit kind of flavor, but that's the IPA. So again, trying to keep things local, trying to do things as natural as possible.
I didn't get
really
a fry
what we're all
yet.
about.
Tell me, as you came through, you're now celebrating 10 anniversaries.
10th year, yeah, 10 years. I can't believe it goes by so
And this
fast.
is an idea from a guy who came away from corporate, first started at a dairy farm, ended up in corporate, and decided this is kind of my dream. How's the dream going, Brent?
It's just like anything, it's got its ups and downs, but overall, 10 years in, I've got an amazing team around us, and just continuing to figure out how to grow and how to evolve the business. Things are always changing.
You're the brewer.
Yeah, it's interesting. Really, the story. I grew up on the dairy farm, and I knew very quickly that I didn't want to milk cows twice a day, every day, forever.
Fair enough.
So I, pursued more of a mechanical aspect. Went into engineering, worked for large company for about 10 years, and then just got to the point where I learned corporate wasn't for me. I wasn't as a lot of focus on profit, not as much on passion and purpose as I wanted. So I wanted to go and create a passion, purpose-driven company, and that's really what we do by trying to keep the dollars local in our local economy, buy from local farmers who I know are producing an amazing product, and then really the other big part is our culture here at Engrained. We're people first. I'm not shy about talking to my guests to say, like, you're number 2 on the list. The guest is number 2 in priority. Our people are number 1, because I know that if I invest my time and energy into my people, they're going to create an amazing experience for my guests. If they're coming in here happy, they believe in the product and what we're doing, they're going to create an awesome experience, and that's what happens here with our guests.
You can lay down a mission and say, this is how we're going to do things, and then the economy changed, and man, you've had that over this last 10 years. You've really had that, especially with COVID and with the price change with inflation. Trying to stay local, trying to go to the farm when everybody's prices are increasing. You're still trying to do exactly what you said you were going to do from the beginning.
And we keep growing it. Like Janie's Mill was a recent addition. It's only been maybe within the last year that we started using their flour. So I'm always looking for what's the next thing. How do we source more local, and regardless of the cost? Because I know that our guests value what we're trying to do, and they're willing to pay what we have to charge.
I need to make sure that I continue with the sample. The cheese curds. We know what you're doing. People have found it, but there are those around here, and this is going to develop all around you as well as things continue to go. People come in. This is a nice tourist spot in Springfield with Abraham Lincoln's Museum. With a lot of things going on in this spot. When you come into town, you want to go to a brewery, this is the spot to go to. If people want to find you, how do they find you online?
Well, type in Engrained with an E Brewing Company or brewery, and you'll find us. Honestly, you type in micro-brewery in Springfield, and it's a short list, and we're going to be at the top of it. Yeah.
This is the spot.
Yeah.
All right, Facebook page?
Yep, Facebook, again, Engrained Brewing Brewery.
You on Instagram as well?
We're on Instagram. We're on all the digital things.
I'm not kidding you, folks. This is the best cheese curd anywhere. All right, I know somebody's going to reach out and slap. This is great stuff.
I'd put it up against, I wish they had an international cheese curd competition, then we could win.
Sorry, I'm going
like
back
that
to
Irish
the red.
I'll send you home with some.
The Irish red and Engrained is the spot to be. Oh, did he deliver? Yeah, Brent delivered. Engrained is the spot, man. Best cheese curds ever. That flatbread, absolutely spectacular. Little Reuben, little burger, and man, the beers that are brewed here. Man, it is farm to table. Everything local, everything is fresh, and everything is spectacular. You need to be at Engrained, Springfield, Illinois. I need a nap. I'm Brad Johansson. I'll see you on the road.